top 10.
The Seminoles will kick this away to start us off.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. So Stanford's offense has the football first here today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Out of the gun now on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's getting fourth down and inches.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
They try to sneak it for the first. Looks like Stanford will have the first down.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He'll try a pass here. Finds his target, and they've got him.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. A handoff to the back. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he goes down after a huge gain. What a play for this offense. The spark they needed.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a
touchdown, Cardinal. They finish off the scoring drive.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Florida State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something just kind of expected.
Breaks into the clear. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. QB decides to keep it here. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And Kirk gets Stanford in the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Wolves. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They got him down out near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. They pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, hold them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A quick throw out left, complete. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. He's got a man down the middle. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32. A new set of downs after that completion. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain. We'll We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and short now on the 13th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. And that one's straight down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wide out. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the...
A deep shot to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wide out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. 2nd and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 now. inside the red zone. They're looking to throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on third down. Trapped again in the pocket.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Fighting off the defender. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Important second down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. It's a shotgun run call. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. 2nd down after that run in the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Dunks a short throw down to the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Here we go, 3rd and short in the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Stanford.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Empty backfield now as they go for two. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense has got it. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And they'll use the ground game here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. The Noles look to keep this drive moving. Motion now from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass complete on a crosser. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. Leaning on the run game here late. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. The wideouts now clustered. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And make the stop. But he's in enemy territory now. 1st down at the 45.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
1st down at 10. The shotgun handoff here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll ride the back again here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. And the Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it with room to run. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
Second down.
And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made in space. Look out. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. And the quarterback will just clock the football.
Slides the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw here. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations,